Hello, everyone. This is a special edition with Love Megan Holiday Edition. Okay, yes. And she is celebrating with guests and friends. Okay, so the scene opens up with Megan skipping in between trees. And then she's like, "Where's Ruth? Ruth is the tree spotter." And so she finds Ruth and she was like, "I need an 8 to 9 foot tree." So she finds Ruth, the owner of Tree Lane. Excuse me, correction, Lane Farms here in California. So she's looking through the trees and she finds this really tall tree that she likes, but it is too tall for her. And then everywhere she looks, all the trees are sold. And she finally finds one that she likes. Okay, so the scene shifts and it shows Megan putting together the tree, and she's talking about how life revolves around celebration and how Christmas comes once a year and blah blah blah. So the scene shifts to the rented house, and Megan is putting together like a little gift holiday calendar for Lily and Archie. And she says, "A little gift for 24 days leading up to Christmas." And, she is putting like little presents in there, little whatever stuff in each of the pouches. And then she writes on a little paper, "You're so kind. That's why I love you." And then on another piece of paper, she's writing, "I love you because you're brave." I'm like, "Oh, that is so cute, Megan." Okay, so her first guest is Will Child. His name is long and hard to pronounce. His wife was on the show. I don't remember his wife on the show. That's how boring this fucking show is. And so she was saying that he, what? I Child, it was just such a blur. I was just staring at how ugly her goddamn outfit is. Ugh, that brown is so ugly on her. But anyways, so she's just gonna make something. Gorgiers. So she's making gorgiers for Will because he likes them. So she puts milk, a whole stick of butter, salt, and pepper. So she puts it on the stove to simmer, and then she puts flour, and she goes, "Ah, this looks like fondue. Have you ever heard anyone say fondue?" So she took it out the pot and she's putting it in the mixer to cool it down because it's really really hot. And then she broke 2 eggs, and then she's putting some pepperino and some parmesan in the mixture. So she's like, "If you don't like pepper, this is not your dish. If you don't like cheese, this is not your dish. But if you like yummy goodness, then this is your dish." Oh God. So she put the gougères on 425 for 15 to 20 minutes. And now she's making reindeer chow. So she called it puppy chow. I guess it's like peanut butter with some cereal, but she was like, "This season, I'ma call it Reindeer chow. Ah, the memories. So basically, put chocolate chips and butter in the microwave, and then she spread it over Chex plain cereal, and then she put powdered sugar on it, and then some, I guess, some regular powder. And then the camera guy was like, "You're really in the holiday season." And she goes, "My math teacher, Miss Linda, laughed that I made this for her." Yes. So, right off the bat, I could tell these two are not really acquainted with each other. Okay. You know, they pass here and there, hi, 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 but it's not like, oh my God, no. So, Will is an author, and Meg was like, "Ah, I am such a fan of your book. I gave your book to everybody I know. Love it, love it, love it." And Will was like, "Thank you." She's like, "Congratulations." So they're going to make Barolo. And he goes, "Oh, I love Barolo." And then he looks into the camera and goes, "This is great." So they're talking about random stuff, and he's talking about how he wants to go to a party to relax and talk to the people. He don't want to see a stressed out host. And he says, when people invite me to their Christmas parties, I don't remember what I ate. I always remember when I leave my heart feeling full. And then Megan wants to go back to her rented back house, okay, and make something. I forgot, but she wants to fill them with little goodies instead of chocotakis, and think about the people we want to give it to them with love. Yo, he is the first guest who actually brought the little sweets to the back house to do crafts. He's the first one to bring something to eat. Everybody else just brought their little wine or their water or their soda. So I guess the director, he was shouting, "You gotta move the crochets. They're in the way. We ain't got no room to make the crafts." And I'm just like, bruh, if they want it there, they should leave the sweets there. They know how to make room. And then so Megan puts him on the counter where the sinks are. And one of the crew members, camera B, takes one and eats one. And Will is like right there by the camera crew. And you can tell, look at his eyes, he's devastated that somebody ate one of his crochets. So they took some like little paper and then like a toilet roll and a little stick that I guess you pull out, and then it goes confetti, whatever. So they're putting like candy canes, flowers, confetti, and I guess more candy inside the toilet roll. So in the midst of this boring ass craft show, his wife calls him. Okay. So Cal's off screen found them a red and blue car that he can put in the roller for a study. I thought that was so sweet. So cute. So he showed a comparison of Megan's and his handwriting, and yes, I agree. Megan's handwriting is the shit. Okay, so the scene shifts back to the Renton kitchen, and Megan is in her pajamas. Ah, they're so cute. It looks like she got them from Target. It's all red silk and with the white trim. Okay, she got the pants edition. Okay, and now she's talking about her friend Lindsay because she's like, "Why do I got pajamas on in a television show?" Well, and she explains how she known her friend Lindsay since she was 17. So she is having brunch, and to honor Lindsay, they're doing matching pajamas. So she's gonna make her festive cinnamon star. She says she already got a head start on it because she already made the 3 layers of dough already. So she put brown sugar, cinnamon, and a stick of butter, and then she stirs it. And then she says she's gonna divvy up the mixture between the 3 layers of flat dough. So she got some pears. I always remember pears being green, not brown, but hell, I guess. So she cuts the pears into two. She takes out the core part and she puts the butter in there. I don't know what she's making. She didn't say. She's just making something. So she put ginger and honey and uh, she also put something else on there, and then she's gonna put them in the oven for 20 minutes. So the first friend that walks in is Kelly Fur Fair something. She's a founder and a friend. I don't know what the hell she's a founder of. It doesn't say under her name. It just says founder and friend. So now her friend Lindsay Roth, she's an author and Megan's friend. So she's the second one to appear minutes later. So Kelly was like, "Oh my gosh, you're blonde." And Megan was like, "Yes, yes, you are." Yo, Megan, you forgot something. Before you cut into the meal, Megan, you forgot to put your flowers, girl. Like, just because it's the holiday season, you shouldn't forget about your flowers, girl. Okay, so Megan was like, after brunch, we're all gonna go to my craft room and we're gonna make holiday rafts. And then she looks at Kelly and goes, "It is not a competition. We like to see the different styles. So now let's go get changed." But aren't y'all supposed to be wearing y'all pajamas all day? Oh no. Yo, they really changed. What was the point of the pajama thing then? Ugh. So they make their wreaths, and so Lindsay was like, "Oh my God, I had the best day, the best day." And they're hugging each other, and Megan's in the corner doing her little bouncy, bouncy dance like she just ate something good because Kelly was like, she always dances when something is good. And Megan was like, yeah, yeah, I do. That is so true. So I'm like, girl, I guess she's just happy, I guess. Okay, so there's an intermission, and it's about tips and tricks of gift wrapping. So she shows us three: a present, a bear, and wine. And that's what we watched get wrapped and how to wrap them. And yep, that's what we watched. Okay, so the scene shifts back to the rented kitchen, and she's like, she has like an athlete friend. She doesn't tell us the friend's name, and she goes, "Let's wind down with a croquette platter." And all you see is like green vegetables all around. Okay, so now the athlete's friend name is Naomi Osaka. I never heard of her. I'm not into tennis, but she's a tennis player. And so Megan was like, "Well, she just became a mom. So it'll be great to connect with her on that level." So that's why she's making the, I guess, the green platter. So, she just comes in, gives her a hug, and oh my God, Naomi is tall. And I love her twist in her hair. So cute. So Megan is asking Naomi a bunch of questions, and she's like, "What the holidays mean to me is relaxation with my family because I travel so much, I rarely get to see them. So when I relax, I'm chasing my daughter around." And Megan was like, "That's the good relaxation of chasing your daughter around." And then she goes, "Well, let's go to my craft room and make some crafts that your daughter will enjoy." So Megan is trying to draw Holly on a napkin, and she don't even know how to draw it, but it's cute though. The drawing's cute. I would have put it on there. I'll put it on that plate. And Naomi's looking around the room for inspiration because she don't even know what to draw on the plate. So I guess she's talking about her mother. Well, what does her mother got to do with a plate? Like gym class? Like throwing the ability to throw and catch a ball is not acquirable grade. I don't know what this got to do with decorating plates and making holly, and I have no idea. Wow, I learned something new. Naomi designs her own tennis outfits with a big ass bow on the back. I don't think that's cute, but I think the Ripley skirt is cute. I like the ruffle skirt. That's cute. So Osaka. So I'm guessing Osaka is half black, half Japanese. Because she said that she wrote her name in Japanese on the plate, and she saw Megan's handwriting. And as always, everybody compliments her handwriting on every episode that she writes. Okay? And she said, "Oh, that looks like cheating." It, I was like, "Oh, wow." Okay, so there's another intermission called painting cookies. Painting cookies. So basically, she's just painting food coloring on the cookies, and then if she wants to make the color pop, she puts almond abstract on the brush and do that with the cookies. And that's all the hell we watched. Okay, so she's saying when the scene shifts back to the rented kitchen, she's like jumping up and down, talking about, ah, I cannot wait for our last guest, Tom Shishio. She's like, I know him from television. I have his book, and I am such a big fan. So Tom Colicchio is a restaurant entrepreneur and a top chef as a judge on 20 seasons of a show. Never heard of this man, never watched no shows, never seen no book. So she was like, a little birdie told me that he likes ginger spices, and we're going to make a French 75, and we're going to spice it up a little bit. So she pours gin, lemon juice, pear, and ginger syrup. Then she shakes it up and pours it into 2 glass wine cups. So she pours some champagne in both of the glasses, and then she was like, my mom has been making gumbo for the past years on Christmas Eve. So we're gonna make some gumbo. So she's listing all the things that Prince Harry doesn't like to eat. And number one is beets. And I'm surprised she didn't go into a tangent about how she had beets and ate so many beets when she was pregnant with Archie. I am shocked. So after they got done making his grandfather's traditional beet salad, Megan goes, all right, it's my turn to show you how to make my family's traditional gumbo. So she puts the pot on the stove, puts a little oil, throws the sausage, cooks the meat. She puts the roots that she made in the thing, and then she puts some broth. So she stirs the filling of the gumbo, and then she puts the chicken and the sausage back in the pot. So surprise, surprise, Prince Harry pops up, and he's not wearing a suit. He's just wearing normal clothes. And he goes, it smells like gumbo in here. And he shakes Tom's hand. So Megan is just ranting off everything that Prince Harry loves in the salad: beets, phenols, anchovies, black olives. And his eyes got really big, like, oh my God, hell no. That is the anti salad. So I guess Prince Harry likes Meghan's mom's gumbo because they have it every Christmas Eve. And he likes to put some of the fish on the side instead of putting it in the gumbo. So she was like, I'm going to put some hot sausage in there. My mom likes to put the turkey, but let me get you a towel, Prince Harry, because you're going to sweat. So Prince Harry's like, is this your traditional Christmas Eve food? Because that cod is looking delicious. But me and this salad over here, we're having an eye off. I don't know about this beet salad. Yo, Prince Harry is going at it with Meghan. Yo, he said, "Oh, I could feel the spice going to the top of my head. It may not be yours may not be as good as your mom's. Yo, this man y'all should have saw the look on Megan's face, y'all. Okay, so the scene shifts to the rented house and it shows the Christmas tree and Megan hanging stockings. And it shows the different scenes throughout the show of the guests and what she made. And her buddy Daniel makes a 2-second appearance on the show. And now she's thanking the crew. Okay, so Megan is wearing this green dress and she's pouring champagne for everybody. Her husband's there. And she says, clinking glasses. Yeah. And she goes, Happy holidays, everyone. And then the director goes, That's a wrap. And it goes off just like that.